Hey guys, Nexie here. Welcome back to another episode of Greedy Dragon Brewing. Today I got a special presentation, a beer showcase for Loose Screws Tank House Ale Clone. Conveniently packaged in the original Tank House Ale bottle from the Mill Street Brewery in Ontario, Toronto, Ontario. So I'm excited to try this. I want to say before I get into this, thank you very much for sending me your beer. I've said it in previous videos. I really appreciate when home brewers want to share. You put a lot of time and effort into making your own beers, and it's just an honor to be able to try them, to know that I'm trusted to give my honest opinion and let you know how I think. So I'm excited to get into this. On a personal front, as you know, I had the traumatic loss of my Mexican cerveza, so I had to go out and brew again, and I've got what I call the Dragon Claw IPA in the fermenter right now. It's being hopped with, or was hopped with Amarillo hops and Centennial hops, a little bit of Summit, and Cascade. So it's going to be a very interesting, very aromatic IPA, and hopefully it turns out well. So we'll have to see. Maybe I'll showcase that when it's ready. So anyways, back to Loose Screws beer, Tank House Ale Clone. Let's give this a try. And I got attacked by a bug. Seems to happen on all my videos. Alright, so this is, the original Tank House Ale is a pale ale with 5 malts. Loose Screw did send me his recipe. As you can see, there's about a ½ inch head on this. The head is caramely in color, and the bubbles are pretty uniform. Off the nose you get a big hit of citrus. A little bit of tangerine type smell. You get a hint of breadiness coming off the beer. Some light maltiness. A lot of citrus though. It's very aromatic and very fresh smelling. So you can see that the head has died down into more of a cap, but that's okay. We got some decent lacing on the glass there. Let's give this a whirl. Oh yeah, so off the taste, you're getting a subtle breadiness that comes out right away. Kind of a passive malt flavor. And some bitterness coming from the hops. It has a slightly tart taste initially, and you get a little bit of that, the bitterness right up front. As far as the mouthfeel, it's quite light, to be expected with a pale ale. I don't know if you can see that, but it's got a glorious orange amber color. And there's good carbonation, nice carbonation. I think it's perfectly carbonated for the beverage. You don't get as much citrus as I was expecting off the taste. You're still getting a lot of the aroma, but you're really not getting a lot of that on your palate. You get more of that, a little bit of tart bitterness. You get some maltiness and a little bit of a hint of a bready slash biscuity type taste. yeah, it's very, very refreshing. This is the type of drink I think I would brew. Let's just pull out the recipe here. So it's got 11 pounds of 2-row, a pound of Munich 1, 3/4 of a pound of Crystal 60, half a pound of Victory, half a pound of Carafoam, and 1 ounce of chocolate malt. I'm not getting a hint too much of... I'm not getting any chocolate out of this. But then again, an ounce is pretty small on this grain bill. I'm definitely getting a little bit of the biscuit and getting a little bit of caramel, not a lot. It really is in the background of the hoppiness. There's an ounce of Cascade at 60 minutes, 0.8 ounces at 30, half an ounce at 10 minutes, and 1 ounce at flame out. And it was dry hopped with an ounce of Cascade, so it's all Cascade. Mashed at 151, mash out at a 10 mash out at 202, and a single infusion batch sparge. ABV of 5.3%. This is a really nice beer, and like I mentioned earlier, it'd be something that I'd gladly brew. My Herm system isn't built yet, so I'd be doing a brew in a bag type of scenario for now. But this would be definitely something that I would try. It's got a little bit more hoppiness than you'd traditionally find in a pale, which is fine with me because, as you know, I'm an IPA fan, so it falls right comfortably in that in-between zone between what I call the pales and the IPA. It's got the bitterness that you'd more traditionally associate with an IPA, but it's got the lightness that you'd find in the pale ale. So definitely a job well done. This is a great beer, and I think it's fortunate that I haven't tried a Tank House Ale original, so I really don't have a basis of comparison on how it would compare to the original beer. But as a standalone beer, it's very good, very refreshing, well done. Like, as you can see, that cap's stuck around. We've got the good lacing, great flavor. Even more of that aroma is coming out as the beer warms up a little bit. It is a little hazy. It's not a clear beer, but that's okay. For me, the most important thing is that a beer tastes good. I don't care if it's hazy, or even if the profile doesn't necessarily match what the characteristics would be for that beer genre. You know, taste is everything. And quite frankly, you did an excellent job, Loose Screw. So, thank you very much for sending me your beer. I am going to polish this off right now, and if you're out there and you want your beer reviewed, by all means, send me a message and we'll see what we can do. I'm glad and honored to have the opportunity to be able to try this. So, this is Greedy Dragon signing off. Thanks for coming out. Come on over, pull up a chair, have a beer with me. Cheers.